Beautiful collective gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message from my beautiful collective soul family. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please come through. Give us exactly what we need to know in addition to what is already shown for us. It's going to be from my beautiful collective, absolutely any zodiac sign. This is for all zodiac signs as a collective, guys. Please keep in mind the messages are general. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force nothing to fit. Don't force shit to fit, okay? Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Use your intuition to guide you towards those things here for you today. Also, put your birthdays down below. It's a roll call. Let me know where set you're repping, okay? Put your zodiac signs and your birthdays down below. Happy Aquarius season and happy birthday to all of the Aquarians out there. You can also put whatever you want down below about the reading. Okay. Share. Like the video, y'all. I appreciate those of you who do it every single time. It's one of the easiest and free ways to energetically donate to our channel. And that's how people are able to find us on this platform, okay? Last but certainly not least, baby. If you have not already made it official, what's happening? Okay, we would love to have you join the family. We're definitely growing beautifully. So please consider joining the family by clicking that subscribe button. You'll want to also hit the notification bell because that's going to let you know when I upload. Now, I almost feel like I sped through that. Somebody's in a rush. There's a sense of urgency here. Perhaps this person feels like their time is running out. Their opinion. This is their opinion, y'all. Because some of y'all might be like, yeah, their time already ran out, bitch. The time is up already. Yeah, they feel like their time is running out. There is a sense of urgency here. They rushed me through the beginning and they want me to get to the point. So the very first card out, I couldn't tell you the truth. So I feel like this is someone who felt the need to be fraudulent. They felt the need to show up as somebody other than themselves. They played a character. They wore a mask. However you want to wrap this up, this is the energy, the overarching energy. This is somebody who got found out. I feel like you either have found out something about this person in regards to who they are. For some of you, who they are was a complete lie. They feel like they had to do it. You would have never gone for the real version of them or whatever this truth that has come to light is. Or at least that's the way that this person felt. It could be something that they were really insecure about that they tried to hide. It could be a number of things. They're not really pinpointing anything in particular. This person has come back to redeem themselves. Is there still a chance? Even if you're still talking to this person, it's not the same. And they're wanting to know if they should just give up, if they should just count their losses. In this card particularly, there's both romantic and platonic energy. I feel like this person doesn't want to lose you in their life, right? So they will settle for being your friend, but what they really want is to try again. This is about a transformation. Not only do I feel like this person never expected to be figured out, they never expected that their lie would come to light. I want to know what they lied about. If you're willing to share, put it down in the comments. They're putting a big emphasis on this person feeling like they had no other choice. They're almost, and okay, this is both upsetting and sort of like, I feel it's a little bit pitiful. I'm upset, but it's also pitiful, right? This, I couldn't tell you. The truth feels like I didn't have any choice. So there's sort of like this idea that this person feels like this was the only route to go and they weren't willing to not try to go after you, to try and be with you or to try and establish some kind of relationship with you. They feel like the lie was worth it. They just didn't feel like it would come back to bite them in the ass. So there's another version of yourself that has shown up since this truth has come to light. For some of you, you may be like, girl, I figured it out on my own. And that could certainly be the case, right? You could be coming to terms with who this person is all on your own. Even if they aren't the ones to validate that. It's like you've already figured it out, or you figured it out on your own. And for some of you, this is like a crazy betrayal, right? Like, this is a deeply rooted lie about this person that came to fruition. It came to you've gained clarity on this. It came out. There's some kind of exposure or expose. It could be something as huge as this person having a whole fucking family on the other side of town, or having another bitch, having a husband that they're separated from, or a wife that they're separated from. It could be as huge as that, or it could be something as small as they pretended to be something that they're not, right? Like the personality wise. They could have lied about their income or their job or something, right? This is something of value, or this is something that they considered to be of value. They didn't really have to lie to kick it, which is possibly something that they're realizing once it's too late. I don't see this person being super duper confident in their approach towards you, right? Because there's just so much up in the air. You could be feeling a multitude of ways. They don't know how you're feeling. They're trying to read the energy, but it's really hard. And I feel like it's because there's some kind of a blockage here. Either you've blocked this person outright, or you're totally closed off. So you're not giving them anything to work with. So there's no confidence here. This is why this is posed as a question. A chance to redeem themselves. They want to make it right. Once a liar, always a liar. I'm sorry, I just heard it. If you lie about something this small, if it was small, right? I don't want to invalidate you guys, but if they were willing to lie about this, what the fuck else would you lie about, right? Like, how can you trust somebody? How can I trust you? The trust is broken, is what it is. This could also be a shift in this person's behavior that led you to believe that this relationship was a complete lie, right? So this lie, it could really be anything. It could be showing up in a multitude of ways. We are here as a large collective, right? Because now I'm getting another example. This could be like this person was super duper sweet. They were checking all the boxes. They could have love bombed you, right? And then the very next time you blink your eyes, right? They may have love bombed you for like a month. And all of a sudden the next is nothing, right? Like they're a totally different person. Their personality changed, or the way that they're handling you has changed. Their behavior has changed. That could also be something that you viewed as a lie, right? From your perspective, because how did you shift so quickly? Then clearly this version of yourself that you used to get in good with me, to get close to me, to get in my motherfucking panties, to get in my drawers, to get in my bedroom, to get me to, cut everybody else off. Everything you did in order to isolate me or get me in your grasp was a fucking lie. It does feel like a betrayal. I definitely am hearing that really loud. I'm interested to know how many of you are resonating with that. It's sort of like you feel like this person lied to get you from dating. You might have been seeing multiple people. They did something dishonest to get you to focus on them, zoom in on them exclusively. To get you to cut off the other people that you may have been dating, or the other options, or to just get you not to entertain any other options. They did something to isolate you so you would only be focused on them. And I feel like once they feel like they had your focus and your full undivided attention, or once they feel like you were prioritizing them in a way that would suggest that you weren't seeing anybody else, they changed because they already thought that they had you. Allow me to reintroduce myself. This change or shift that they made was loud as fuck. You could not see it. They weren't acting the same. They weren't treating you the same. They weren't investing the same. The effort wasn't the same. The time that they were spending wasn't the same, right? Like the nurturing wasn't the same. Everything switched. Now, I am also hearing in this allow me to reintroduce myself card, there's 3 different meanings. One of them I just stated, right? The loudness, or just how bold this change that they made was. It was hard to not notice it. It was extremely loud. You could not ignore it. I'm also hearing this is you and this is also them, right? Of course, we know that they changed. They reintroduced a new version of themselves. But you also changed. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. See, I don't understand people like this, okay? And ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. Now I'm talking to your person. You got a lot of fucking nerve coming up in here with all your, sorry, sad ass behavior. I almost felt sorry for you, or just pity is what I should say. It felt a little pitiful initially. You could dish it, but you can't take it. See, this person's shift and their switch towards you was boisterous, loud, offensive, rude, in your face type shit. Like you couldn't ignore it. You couldn't not see it. They wanted you to see it. 3 fucking exclamation marks. Right? They also wanted you to accept it without question. Without a word, without a peep, to be okay with it. Because at this point that they would have made this shift, then you would have been in love. Okay, they wait until they think that you are that attached. They not only wait until they think you're attached, they wait until they think you're attached, but you also have to be isolated. That means you cut off all your other bitches. You cut off all the other dudes that you were talking to. There's no other prospects on the scene. So it'd be too hard for you to just hop on the next dick and do a full split, okay? It'd be too hard for you to start sticking and moving that wand everywhere because you cut everybody off. So you'll be more prone to try and work it out with them instead of moving on to someone else that may have been waiting for a chance with you. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. So their shift and change was very loud, and they were so bold with it because they didn't think that you had any other options, guys. Let's just call a spade a spade. They did what they needed to do to eliminate all other options. Okay. And now that the version of your change is also loud, they can't fucking stand it. They can't handle this. They can't handle this new version of yourself, of you. With 3 exclamation marks here, not only is this new version of you loud, this is their opinion, not mine. It's also extremely confident. It's speaking facts. It ain't sugarcoating shit. Straight shooter, pow, pow. If I gotta motherfucking shoot your ego, bitch, I will do that. Might pull out a machete, okay? Got bullets in a knife, bitch. Cutthroat. I heard a Kendrick Lamar lyric. Cutthroat finish. You got shit twisted. I'm sorry. Ooh. And now they're trying to explain why they felt like they needed to, because they don't like how you're handled. They don't want to be handled the way that they handled you. They don't want the same thing. They can't do this, right? Like, they are not equipped for this. I don't know why they evoke this type of behavior on other people, but that's neither here nor there. They don't want to be compared, right? Because you might try to say, listen, the same shit that you were doing to me, I'm doing to you. What's the problem? What's the problem? What is the issue? Huh? They're like, yeah, don't compare, right? Like, that's not healthy. Don't compare yourself to me, or try not to compare me to your exes, or how I used to be, or what we used to, or what people from the past would have done, right? Like, they don't want the comparisons, especially not the comparison of you dishing to them what they were dishing out to you. Because then how do they explain that away? You can't. You can't. What's good for the goose, bitch? What's good for the motherfucking goose? Now, this gonna be very particular. Don't take it if it don't resonate, okay? Whoever I'm talking to, you out here playing chess, bitch. You out here playing chess. Because while this person thought that you didn't have any prospects, there could have been one or two off in the cut. You just put them on the sideline. It's not like you couldn't tag them in, okay? It's not like you couldn't bring them in the last final seconds of the game, bitch. 20 billion steps ahead of this person. That could be the reintroduction. That could be why it's loud as fuck. They played in your motherfucking face, but they thought that you wouldn't be equipped to just replace them so quickly, so they would be able to explain it away, or they would have time to fix it before you were able to find somebody else. You already had people who was waiting. I heard a waiting room. Okay, I'm seeing the visualization of like a waiting room, and people done already checked in and they took numbers. They just waiting for their number to be called. You're never out the game, bitch. You were never out the game. You were just giving this person, you were being respectful, right? You were willing to give what they were given. Once they shifted and switched, it was quite easy for you to shift and switch as well. I don't know why they would have doubted that, okay? So this is how they are finding themselves in this, it's saying like spider web. When you think about a spider web, right, in terms of somebody's thought process, that's a lot of confusion. You don't know where it starts, begins, where the next, path will take you. You don't even know how to get out of there, motherfucker. There's a lot of confusion. So they're really confused about how you're taking this betrayal. I am hearing the word betrayal now, y'all, okay? No matter how small or big, the trust was fractured. They want me to use the word fracture, your person does, to lessen the impact. But a fracture still means broken, bitch. Like, it's semantics at this point. Right? Because I said the trust was broken, but they said no, fractured, right? Like that would give it less intensity, less impact. That would make it less worse than it already is. I couldn't tell you the truth. And now they're figuring out who you really are. Yeah, I'll say it, okay? I hesitated on saying this, but I'll say it. They definitely downplayed your intelligence. Play me for a fool if you motherfucking want to. That's what I just heard. So they played you for a fool. They don't think that you're stupid, meaning like unintelligent. They just feel like when it comes to relationships and emotions, the way that they move, it gets people in a space where they're not necessarily being logical. It's all emotional, and that's how that is the goal, right? It's by design. So they would not have ever thought about being, I don't even want to say outsmarted. I don't think that they ever thought that you had another path, okay? I don't feel like this person thought that anybody else could match them, could match the chemistry that the two of you have felt, right? The passion, the intensity, the history. There's a multitude of things that could be here that would lead this person to think that all other options would get the motherfucking boot, right? That you had no other options, or that you wouldn't entertain any other options. And I feel like they were sadly mistaken, but I feel like some of you are showing them better than you could tell them. I heard I'll show you better than I could tell you, motherfucker. I'm gonna have a bitch over here tonight. I'm gonna be out tonight with another dude. I'm going out. Be outside. Oh my gosh. I have never felt a passion this intense. They lied to get you. They sure did. They could have even lied about what they would do, right? Future faked you. There is an intense dishonesty here. Okay, the trust is not there. For some of you, even if it's not like one big betrayal, it could be a culmination of zero follow through, not showing up when you say you are, no walk with that motherfucking talk, you know, just not coming through when you're supposed to, right? Letting you down, disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, a culmination of those things, especially if you have history over the course of a year, over the course of years, right? That creates a sense of distrust. They got comfortable. You may have shared this same sentiment, right? Because I feel like at some point in time it was good. Otherwise you would not have been here. The energy was good. The sex was good. The vibe was good, right? At some point in time, this felt good. It felt right. It shifted. The comfortability of this person's energy suggests that whatever they decided to do or not do, they decided they would make this decision and say sorry later. Don't ask. Don't ask about it. Don't talk about it. Just do it and say sorry later, and that's it. Get another chance. But the fire died out in this a long time ago. In fact, I would even stretch to say, depending on how long you've been dealing with this person, right? Don't force anything to fit, that this new version of yourself has been here all this time. They just never took a notice, right? Until it was loud in their face and motherfucking loud. So some of the moves that you're making is flabbergasting to this person. They don't recognize it. They don't recognize this as something that you would do. There is a comparison in terms of what you would have done before versus what this new version of yourself is doing. You have different boundaries. They have a different level of access, if they have access at all, right? There's no indecision here at all. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. See? There's something that this person wasn't doing. There's a multitude of things that they were either doing or not doing. And I'm hearing that there's some pacifying going on here. A pacifier, that's what I'm seeing. When I think of a pacifier, I think of somebody who does something to soothe you, but doesn't necessarily do anything to change, right? It's just to soothe you in the moment. Make you stop crying in the moment. Make you stop bitching and moaning in the moment, right? Make you stop nagging or asking about a certain thing or, you know, trying to hold them accountable for the moment. It's just a pacifier. And I also heard like rocking me to sleep. There's a lot of baby language. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, right? So this is somebody who is, the emotional immaturity is that of infancy, right? How they see relationships, how they go about fixing problems or not. It's very immature. Rocking you to sleep. So they would tell you what you wanted to hear for the moment. But the truth is, right? I couldn't tell you the truth. The truth is the things that they would use to pacify or soothe you, they never planned to do it. You know, it's just something they need to say in the moment to get you to just be quiet. Let it go. Just move forward. Sweep it under the rug. So the trust was broken a long time ago, yet I feel like what this person did was mistake your compassion, your grace, your empathy as a doormat, okay? Weak, bitch. You're weak as a weakness for them specifically, right? Which made them feel like they had the green light to have the same behavior on a continuum. Or it made them believe that they had the green light to go off and do some shit, because for some of you, this person did something specifically, right? Only you know your situation. It's a lot of us here, so it's a multitude of different storylines coming up. All of the energy having some of the same theme, though. So it's always the intention to get away with it and then do it again and get away with it and do it again and get away with it and do it again and get away with it and do it again. And the old you would have never handled them like this, right? Like you might be on some get back shit. I'm not gonna hold you. Some of you, not all of you. And I ain't even mad at it. There's competition on the field. You're either already seeing new people or you're getting ready to. Because I'm getting the energy of being fed up and motherfucking tired. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you, right? So there is an understanding that you will be hurt. But the toxicity of this person, even though they know, in their mind, it's like, just do it anyway and say sorry, right? Because there's always another chance. I won't tell you the truth. I can't tell you the truth, because if I tell you the truth, you'll leave, right? If I tell you the truth, then you will go off to somebody who is more qualified. You will go off to someone who is an upgrade from me. You will go off and be with someone better than me, right? Like you will go off and do great things. I will lose access to you. You would never be with me if you actually knew that I never planned to follow through on none of the shit that I pacify you with. And the craziest part is, they actually thought that they were in control of whether you knew that information or not. That's the kicker. That's an ego for your ass. They felt like Empress's Collective won't know if I don't tell them. So I just won't tell them. But I feel like you still found out. You still found out. You did. Your intuition. You started placing those pieces of the puzzle together yourself. Okay. So I almost feel like this spider web analogy that popped up a while ago, right? The confusion, the inability to see things clearly or see a way out was always intended for you, not for them. It was not intended for them. Now, before I show you what this card say, can you see it? No. Okay. Before I show you what this say, I got to take y'all back. Go back to almost one of the very first things that I said about this person's energy. And here it is. Told you. I'm afraid it's too late. But what I heard is, I feel like I'm running out of time, but I feel like time is up for the majority of them. Only you can decide, y'all, okay? Only you can decide. But at least for the time being, this is like a temporary, this has to happen. You have to shit on this person. You have to show them you are not the one to be played with. Like, I could have another you and bitch, I do have another you. I have 10 other. Okay, I have 10 others. And guess what? It's not you. Okay, it's better. You are definitely reaching up. Some petty energy in there for sure. So they're comparing this new version of you and how you're moving to the old version. Now, I'm not saying that the old version of you was a pushover. I'm not saying that the old version of you, let this person run amok or nothing like that. But what I am saying is with this chemistry card right here, that's what this person banked on. I have never, okay? Never is a strong fucking word. It says, I have never felt a passion this intense. So this soul tie was extremely intense. It was extremely strong, and it was extremely hard to detach from, clearly, because this person is still here. Even though some of you have already moved on, they haven't, right? I feel like they're pulling you back in, or they're trying to pull you back in. You see, they have kind of gotten themselves stuck in this spider web. They can't even focus on getting somebody new or dating out, right? Like they're only completely and totally focused on you. And I feel like the timing also has a lot to do with this as well, because don't beat me up, but this is what I'm hearing. I feel like this person was like just on the brink of actually changing. I almost get the energy of somebody who was like, they view you as like marriage material, as like the end game, as somebody who they're going to like settle down with. So I'll just play for a while, right? Do what I want for a while, and I'll straighten up when the time comes, right? When I'm good and damn ready. And I feel like you're matching this person's energy now. They don't like it. They don't fucking like it, yo. And especially for those of you who haven't like cut this person cold turkey, you're giving them a front row seat, right? I feel like you're holding them at bay. I feel like you're not giving them much access at all. This could, you could still have to be in communication with this person because of children. That's not for all of you. That's just for some of you, right? But for those of you who still have any lines of communication with this person and they're able to see you actively rejecting them in order to go and date out or date other people, you're just cool with whatever is going to be whatever, because the intensity and the chemistry that was once there for me is no longer fucking there. I don't give a fuck what you do. It's sending them. Now you're indecisive. This person wants to settle down now. Now they want to do right. Now they want to do right by you. Now they want to settle down. They want to, straighten up and fly right. And you're like, I got a few other people on the team. I got a few other people on the team, and you didn't make the starting lineup this time, baby. I'm sorry. Gagged. Do you hear me? This is a shift that they could not have predicted, okay? Even a psychic couldn't have predicted this for them. I feel like you went from being all in. You went all in on this. Let's not negate the fact that this person lied to get you that way. Okay? So the chemistry was wild, crazy. And they're the ones who are pussyfooting around and doing shit, right? And not doing what needs to be done. There's an emphasis being placed on making a decision, but this decision could be on a multitude of things, right? They didn't do what needed to be done in order to build the foundation so that the two of you could thrive. It went nowhere. And now they are ready. They're ready. They're like, baby, I'm brand new, right? Allow me to reintroduce myself. Let me show you, right? Let me show you. And you're like, no, let me show you, bitch. Let me show you. Let me show you. Sick to their stomach. What can they say? They cannot say anything, because this is the same thing that they would have been doing to you. What they did to you, you're doing to them. What can they say? And for some of them, they definitely can't say shit, because in order to say shit, they would have to literally admit that they knew all along what they was doing. It's a lose-lose. So we have some, they're definitely coming back, y'all. Like, let's just keep it a buck, right? Like, well, for some of you, they haven't gone anywhere, and they're not going anywhere, okay? This has to happen. There's space that is required. This person is learning a very tough lesson about reciprocity, equal give and take. Okay? When it comes to reciprocity, that means you reap what you sow, bitch. That means you get what you give. Okay? And that also means that I'm going to give you what the fuck you give me. And that's this person's lesson, period. They have to learn this, y'all. Continuing to give this person access and not allowing them to see that you have motherfucking choices is only going to lead them to want to do the same shit that they've been doing. They're comfortable, right? They got too motherfucking comfortable. We're going to the extended. I can't believe we've been here so long. Okay, extended it is. Let's see what's up. I need to know what this person is really trying to be about, okay? Because yes, they're trying to compete, okay? They are vying for, they're decisive about you now, okay? And now you're being led to entertain other people, their worst fucking nightmare. That's what the lie, this is what the whole lie was for. To keep you out of the grasp of other bitches, of other dudes. And now here you are. They don't know what the fuck you doing at night. They don't know what you're doing in the morning. And can I just say this? I don't mean to be all up in y'all bedroom. I'm sorry. I don't. But there's some tricks. I'm hearing like some little tricks that you have. This thing you do, you did it to them. They wondering if you over there doing it to them people. If you over there doing it to that dude, to that bitch. Like, are you doing that to them too? That was supposed to just be for me. Stressed the fuck out. While at the same time not being able to walk away. They don't want to lose this now, right? So they had all of this time to, they could have actually had you without a problem. But this is a lesson that they're needing to learn. So I need to know what type of time they're on, right? They seem very decisive now. Is that just because there are other options on the field for you? Jealousy? Is that why? Why now are you willing to do the right thing? And are you just the boy or girl who cried wolf? Because you just said many of the times before about the shit that you would do, right? And you didn't do it. So who's actually the fool? Who are you trying to make a fool out of now? How I know you're not lying? Well, we will see. I want to know what their hopes for the future of this connection is. Okay? I need to know what karma this person is set to face or has already faced that is required for transformation. And I'm also wanting to know, has that already occurred by the time that they are reapproaching you? I don't need you wasting your motherfucking time to hop back on this ride that is the same thing. It's a spin cycle. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I need to make sure we're ready to take this bitch out the washer and put it in the dryer. Are we ready to finish this off? Or is this person just down for another cycle? And that would be the case if a transformation has not occurred. So we need to know. I also want to know what they're willing to do to fix this, if anything. How are they coming at you? What is the offer? What does the offer entail? And that's going to let you know if this is worth your motherfucking time. Okay? This person has been known to love bomb in the past and then start breadcrumbing and shit. What are they offering? You get to decide if that's good enough for you. Their next steps, specific next steps. How are they approaching this? How are they coming at you? That will also be tied within that offer. And the purest intentions for this connection. What are they wanting for the future? What are their intentions for you specifically? Then we will look at the best possible outcome. Good or bad. No judgment. Because the new is already here, bitch. So you will have your pick. Cream of the crop pick. We'll see what the best possible outcome is if you re-engage this. How far does it have the ability to go? Would you just be wasting your time? Does it actually have a chance? Is there still a motherfucking chance? We'll see. And then we'll also see, for those of you who will just tie this up with a cute little bow and who's here to just teach this person a lesson that you don't always get a motherfucking second chance, right? What is on the other side of this closure? Okay. Before we move into who's over there new, I need to know what your lesson is. What lesson did you need to learn here? And it's going to be very imperative because learning the lesson will ensure that it won't return. You got to learn the lesson before it moves the fuck on. Otherwise, you will continue to learn the same lesson over and over and over. So what was your lesson in this? And how can you best set yourself up for success in the next cycle? Then we will get into the new. Some of them already showed up here today. I need to know who's worth your time. What's their energy like? What's their personality like? Why are they single? What do they want with you? What can they offer you? Is it worth your time to invest in even the new thing? And the best possible outcome of that, okay? We will pull time frames for both old and new, and then we will also pull advice, okay? So without further ado, click the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. We got a lot to unpack, baby. Let's go.